Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well and keeping safe, keeping sane, keeping hydrated, all that good stuff. I thought I would just come on here for a hot minute and check in and say hey. And yeah, by the title of this, I was gonna say video live, little chat. I want to give you guys a little story for a minute. Um, yeah, being exposed to the COVID, y'all. The COVID. That's what I said. That's what I said. Anyway, I don't even know where to begin. I really don't. I don't. It's a whole lot. I'm gonna take these glasses off because it is so hard. There we go. Now I can see. I can see. I can see. Um. Yeah. I don't know. This is it's a whole lot, y'all. But I guess I could say I'm busy. Everybody knows I am busy for the most part. Things are really, really hectic around here, and um, it's a lot going on in the state in general. If you guys don't know, everybody should know by now. There are states that are opening or are opened. Our state being one of them. Tomorrow is Thursday. Our stay home order will lift at 11:59 p.m. tonight. And I know I had mentioned this, I think, a couple. Oh, excuse me. Y'all gotta excuse me. I don't know, I'm hardly getting no sleep. But a couple of talks ago, um, you know, a lot of this is politics. It's a lot of politics going on, and it really shouldn't be. But for the most part, the governor is on the up and up. Out here, things stay pretty. State is being governed very well. But this right here, open the state. Mm-mm. First of all, they say you have to. You should meet the CDC guidelines, and not just the ones put out, for making sure everything is safe, but as far as the transmission uh, of the virus, the ratios and things like that, we're not there yet. We're not there. And yeah, we are not there. So this is going to cause all kind of havoc. I don't know what the people protesting about. No, it's a mess. It's a whole mess. I'm with Cuomo. Yeah, he said, I don't care who is protesting where up at the Capitol and all of that. That is not a a measure to scare me to open up anything. It's just not gonna happen because it's not the right thing to do. Um, that man make a lot of sense. I really give it up to Cuomo. Really, not just in this situation, but he's doing an awesome job to have to deal with that state. But yeah, over here, even the judges are opposed to what's happening. It doesn't make sense. I mean, the order went in because people were not following directions, and then when it did go into effect, people still were not following directions. Um, they had opened up the state parks after Easter and packed, and people were literally on top of each other. And I'm like, we never gonna get anywhere because people don't listen. Now tomorrow, it's people probably gonna be wilding out. They already up at the Target every other 5 minutes for nothing. Um, because that seemed like the place to congregate. I don't know why, but I wouldn't doubt midnight. Fools gonna be out on the street just because they can go out. I don't agree with it. I really don't. Hey, I'm about to tell you about it, girl, and how it's gonna affect me. Anyway, um, what are they? It was a complaint about essential workers. Um, people having to go to work and they needed childcare. Childcare businesses, they want to have their little business open and stuff like that. What this means now that this order is being lifted is only essential worker children can go into care. But the thing is, I think they should have just kicked them back with some money. If both of them essential jobs, there's three of us up in here. We all have essential job, man. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be doing well when you need your medicine and stuff like that. My husband, you wouldn't be getting your supplies and toilet tissues and your groceries and stuff at the store. My brother, you wouldn't be coming into the store that's been sanitized and stocked well and all of that. We all do that. We ain't nobody stimulated nothing around here. And I'm like, y'all want to open up stuff? I see the little stories about the people helping the essential workers and the food and stuff. I ain't got, where my free food at? Come on, man, throw the dog a bone or something. It doesn't happen everywhere. Kudos for those that are doing it and that get it, but people just don't get it. There's no respect. And Cuomo was saying the same thing about about that state, the essential workers having to use the public transportation, and it's a mess. The homeless people, nobody's respecting the people like they should be. Them people have to get up and go to work. Yeah, we have to go to work, not for no paycheck. And I'm finna get a little more deeper into this because this is getting really, really sticky for me, work wise. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. People, doctors, nurses, ain't nobody going to work for no paycheck right about now. It's not about that. Um, yeah, it's not about that. It's people that have walked off their jobs because of, certain things, but for the most part we care. We care. So, yeah, I don't agree with this order. They got this thing in order for the movie theaters and the people complain about the nail salons and the hair salons and it's like, they shut the beauticians down that were coming into people's homes and stuff. They shouldn't have been doing that. Now, one man did have a good idea. I know I'm kind of, rabbit hole, but he is executing wills, drive-through wills. So that is a good idea because right about now you need a notary and you can't get into places. So he got, is paying somebody, and it's free, to sit up there with him in his on his street, and people driving up executing their wheels, stuff like that. That's essential. This other garbage, I need to go over here and go over there, and no, you don't. And where we are, though what I was explaining to my husband, he was like, the death toll is only such and such here. It's not that bad. Not that many people in the hospital. Be that as it may, it's not the death toll that they're looking at, it's the transmission rate. In our city, in our county, we have the highest transmission rate. If I'm scared to walk outside my door, I had to go to Costco. I'm not finna go to the store no more. I'm just tired. It was hot as Satan's toenails in there. And I was like, and just like I couldn't even make it through the store. I had one of the girls with me. It was like, you know what? Pull that thing off. Cause we can't even breathe up in here. Like, what are y'all doing? Yeah, I don't know. And then to, just open stores up randomly for no reason. I saw Ulta open. Why are people going to Ulta? What you getting beautified for? I mean, do that at home. A lot of people doing the little self-care stuff. Yes, do your little self-care stuff, but you don't need your hair done. I mean, do something. Learn how to do your hair. Watch YouTube. This is a good time. People got beauty shops or not beauty stores open. Go over there, find one. If you're that desperate, you don't need to go to the person, to the shop. Nail shop, I go in the Target, it ain't no nail stuff. People they doing it themselves. So we're learning how to be efficient, and they're talking about schools. Y'all, do y'all realize that to Thursday next week? But there are places now where schools are open. Schools are opening back up. They were saying in Idaho, Montana, California, Tennessee, where else? Some other places. I think they said Texas. I don't know what these people doing. I really don't. I really don't. They losing their minds. I don't agree either. It was only provided for the essential workers. Yeah. They just trying to open voting. People I just want these people to go and watch somebody die. If they just sit there and watch somebody die, they will get it. Because it's like when you see that in front of your eyes, your whole perception change about stuff. And they not getting it. They're not getting it at all. But yeah. What else? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I hate to go out um anymore. And y'all know the only reason I'm going up to Target is for the CVS to go get the child insulin. I don't be going to Target like that. What was I trying to get? I was trying to check and see if they had something. They didn't have it. I did have to get a gift for somebody because I have an 8-year-old tomorrow. But I ordered the gift and it was actually supposed to be here today, but it came in 2 days. So they did a good job on the shipping. It came on Monday. I think I had ordered that stuff Saturday night. Yep. So anyway, yeah, that's what I went to go get, the wrapping paper. So, yeah, I'm trying to, I mean, and that's not nothing. I mean, the child is 8. I got one more 8-year-old to go. But, yeah, we're not doing a whole lot. Make a cake. And that's it. But, anyway, I'm trying to make the most of my time at home, which I've been trying to work with the kids and the teachers and stuff like that. And that's like, and I kept hearing everybody saying, oh, it's going to get easier. Just wait. And I'm like trying to be optimistic, but, and it's people I trust. Um, but I'm like, you know what? This is not getting easier. Which kid? Leah, Miss Mariah, little bitty. Yeah. She will be 8. And actually, I have two birthdays tomorrow. Javen is going to be 18. So, yeah. Anyway, so 8 and 18. My two kids born in same day, different years. Anyway, so yeah, 18. And then I can't even say what's worse, an 18-year-old girl or 18-year-old boy. You know, the 18-year-old girl, you can't tell them that the 18-year-old boy think they a man. That's enough said right there. So I'm just, yeah. Anyway, anyway, uh-huh. So he's like the last of the last, and then the other ones. Man, I don't know what I did to myself. I got kids hitting puberty. Lord, I don't know what I did to myself. Anyway, about this being exposed. Y'all, you know, I'ma just I'm sorry, you doing a chat. I'm getting a text message. Chat with me. I'm so sick of answering messages. I just tell people it's like I'm getting too many emails, too many messages, too many, and I'm just not gonna answer. I just have to flat out tell people because I'm tired. I'm like, I hate to be I don't like to be I don't want to say mean or disinterested or standoffish, but I have a difficult time um really telling people how I feel. I mean, I will do it if they get to that point to where they just aggravate the heck out of me. Most of the time I just ignore people. But I've had, I'm like, if it get to me enough, it's like if you have not eaten in days and you have clocked 3 hours of sleep in a day or two, how would you feel? Okay, you don't feel good being at home amongst your kids and having to take care of them. You definitely don't feel like dealing with answering the phone, answering message, why you didn't do this, why you didn't do that. So I suggest you leave me alone until I get back to you. If that take till next week, let it be till next week. Stuff like that. That's what I'm dealing with these days. But anyway, my little rant. So, you go into the to a meeting, you at work and you at the meeting, and you already know it's a meeting, so it's some stuff going down. And somebody say, y'all know I got a little bit of crazy in me, just a little bit. I'll tell you how I feel in a minute. I got that from my daddy. My mama too. Yeah. Anyway, some stuff about to go down. Okay, it's bad because somebody was at there was like, how bad is it? And I said, well, without getting into too much, divulging too much information, it's bad. It's worse in other states. I know it's bad. It's bad out here, but it's not as bad. Not that many people are in the hospital, but the thing is so many people that are sick and don't know it. So many people that don't even suspect it. There are children, y'all. There are children. People saying kids, 2, 3, 4, babies, 10, 11. There are children that are sick. Okay? These kids are at home. They are sick. Um, yeah, it's a lot. And I say it's crazy. Everybody's at home trying to do whatever, but in the meantime, if you don't know who you've been next to or whatever where you got it, it's just going to keep going, and that's what's happened. That's why this transmission rate is like this. um so it's not that many. They have called out in the state a lot of aides and people I want to say kids, not kids, people that have not, students that hadn't even finished yet to go, they need to work right away. their schooling has done what, what kind of what am I trying to say? It counts as their training. So anyway, people are being dispersed on other assignments from hospitals and stuff like that. So we up in the meeting, okay? And it's like, okay, we have to when they say, does anybody want to volunteer before we start doing XYZ? And you don't turn your head, but you look out the corner of your eye because you want to know what's going on, right? So I'm looking out the corner of my eye, and I'm not finna put my hand up because the COVID is out here, okay? So I'm just following this thing along. But see, what's coming next. So it's like, yeah, before we just start reassigning people, because everybody is going to have to do this at some point. And then out the corner of your eye, you looking again. So I'm like, okay, I'm not just going to volunteer. I'm going to just keep looking. Just keep looking. I'm on the verge of saying, well, let me not say nothing. I'm going to hold that. I'm going to look out the corner of my eye. Oh, my eye. Something wrong with my eye. I think I'm going to have allergies in a minute. My allergies going to flare up. Tuesday, that's tomorrow. I think I might have the gout tomorrow. Wednesday, oh, I probably have a headache. You thinking up all kind of excuses because you finna get called on. Friday, I think I'm gonna have laryngitis. I'm not gonna be no good to nobody, y'all. Please don't call on me. I'm just sitting there, just all kind of scenarios in my head because I am not getting ready to volunteer myself. Y'all. But for real, yeah, I'm just, I don't know. Like I said, this is not about a paycheck at all. It's not about a paycheck. But I have been avoiding this, and I'm not the only one. It's a lot of people. But everybody has to take a turn. Everybody has to be brave. And it's like I'm at that point where I have to just kind of put on my big girl pants and be like, I'm listening to the kids outside the door. Woosah. So we kind of had a little family meeting about what's going on, y'all. But I'm thinking of Saturday, what can I say? I don't want to wish nothing bad on myself. I can't say I'm going to have the flu. I'm just trying to think of all kind of scenarios to get out of this. But I don't want to be exposed to this COVID, y'all. But I am going to, I'm going to have to go into self quarantine away from the house. The way they assign the shifts, I can't come back home. And it's I'm just so, like I said, man, people, where's the prayer? Where is the prayer? I've been praying and praying and praying and praying and praying, but people not praying. And I'm like, my goodness, I have to put myself in a very, very dangerous situation. What are y'all doing? Man, they out there having a field day. Um, yeah, the girl said, they'll be okay. Um, but this is not like it's a long term thing. It's not a short term to where I'm gonna be able to, because I'm gonna have to keep. I can't. I just won't be able to come back home. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just so nervous. I'm just. I don't know. I know I'm not the only one that has. Like I said, I'm looking out the corner of my eye, but I'm like, I can't keep because everybody else is in the same position. And y'all, it's yeah, it's real. It's tough. But you can't, you got to go places where you don't want to go because people need help in other places, more than some places. And yeah, I'm just thinking it's like a war zone. It was a lady that left here and she went to New York. She over there on assignment for 2 months, and it's like I mentally, how is she doing? Like, they showed her on the news. She was like, it's a war zone over here. Yeah, it ain't nothing like over here, but it's bad. But yeah, and yes, there are plenty of workers. I know people wonder. There are plenty of workers that are being infected. There are workers that have passed. Um, yeah, I would be nervous. I can't. It's unfathomable. I can't even explain this. This is. I can't wrap my head around it because I have. I mean, one, it's just a dangerous situation. Period. But I have a child that's a diabetic, so that's like a no. I cannot. I have kids. Period. I just cannot come back home. But I can't come knowing she's sick. So yeah. So we're just gonna keep praying about it for the little bit of time being that I have. And yeah, I just, hopefully get some peace. Um, I don't know. I don't even know if it's a such thing as peace. It's just, I don't know. But if y'all know me, I'm the type of person I cannot let, um, I can't, my heart does not like to see somebody need something and I can't, I'm not able to help them. That bothers me so much. Um, so in my heart, yeah, because of what I do, I already put myself at risk. Healthcare is just dangerous, period. Um, but yeah, in this type of situation. So, I mean, the thing is, everybody knows that no matter what my decision, I'll be good with my decision. I'll put it like that. I'll be good with my decision. It's not nothing. I'm not being forced because I do have an option, but at the same time, I'm a person and I have feelings for other people as well. Contrary to what some of y'all might believe, y'all think I'm just full of whoever and what, and you know, to that we say, switch places, switch places with me, switch places. Y'all talk about drama. There's enough drama right here for y'all that say I'm about drama. Switch places with me. I like to see you on the other end, you know, having to deal with something like this and hold your family down at the same time. What would you do? I'm gonna quit my job. Like I said, it ain't about the money. It's not about the money at all. I could care less. I don't have nothing to do with that. Um, some of y'all, yeah, we praying for the ones that need or in situations right now. It's people that have been locked out of their apartments, which is ridiculous. And I don't know. Yeah, I pray for y'all to that, you have everything you need and whatever. But I'm not gonna apologize, for saying we don't need. Yeah, we need things, but we're not in that position. But at the same time, should something happen to any one of us in this house, we know what's going to happen. So I'm not just saying, okay, we better than everybody else. If somebody, I don't know, people have messed up ideas about stuff. I'm not bragging or anything. Um, and on the flip of that, for those of you saying I just wouldn't be working. It's some of y'all right now that need to work, that ain't never worked, and your husband been the worker, and you need to work because you don't have nothing. Some of you are gonna have to work, and he gonna have to work because y'all are gonna have when everything open back up and this is died down. Y'all gonna have to go to work. some of the kids being homeschooled, you gonna have to go to work. So don't judge other people, because what you sitting in right now is just you and holding, but you're gonna be in a mess because all your lights and everything gonna be cut off. You gotta go to work. So yeah, we do what is best for us. Um, yeah, I'm just fortunate in that I do have other streams coming in. But I'm sorry, I was listening to them kids. Um, yeah, it's a tough decision, and I do appreciate that. I would pray for your health and sanity. Yes, girl, I appreciate that to the fullest because mm, it's hard not to pay attention to the other stories, the other workers and things like that, and because when you're in the midst of something, you're gonna know what's happening. Like I was telling the one of the teachers, I say, what I'm dealing with, I get a lot of from over here. They done this and have they done that. And I just got another text message, and I said, I was explaining that situation where I'm in the meeting looking side to side. I said, you know what it's like when all the teachers have to spend a day on lunchroom duty, and you don't want to do the lunchroom duty because them kids is bad in the lunchroom, and you got to open up all their stuff and clean up all. Yeah. And she like, well, yeah, she was like, yeah. I said, so yeah, that's how it is. That is really how it is. I don't want to do the lunchroom duty. I'm sorry, I don't want to do it. But yeah, she was laughing. But I was like, yeah. Sometimes you got to do stuff you don't want to do. You just grow up and do it. You know. I'm not trying to get no appreciation or anything, but it come with the territory. So yeah, I have not. The little kids don't really know. They don't know um about this new situation. So that's what's making it a little harder because I don't know how to. I can't. I don't even know how. I I, I can't explain that because I don't. I'm trying to spend as much time with them doing quality stuff, which I was explaining to them. Okay, no, we didn't do this today, or we're gonna get to that. We were doing, something else, but not really apologizing. No, we not doing no schoolwork that you didn't brought, left. Um, we on survival mode around here. That's what we doing. I read some story. The lady said she had quit the distance learning in her house. I'm with the lady, and then it put me on the CNN, the NBC, the ABC. I tell it all. We didn't quit. We quit. We on survival mode because they asking too much. They are asking for too much, and they saying it's the district. And I said the district must not have kids because the district need to know that I didn't get but 3 hours of sleep, and I'm hungry as I don't know what. And I done lost about I don't know how many pounds by now. And I just don't feel good. The district don't know that they pushing them to make sure these kids get whatever, and half the kids have been lost in the shuffle. That's the sad part. Some of these kids, they say only 15% of the high school kids are on the distance learning. The rest of them, they ain't nobody heard from them. It's like that with the elementary kids too, and the middle school kids. These half of them don't have Wi-Fi and all kind of stuff, and I'm like, y'all still trying to push this distance learning. I did get a wind of what is transpiring as far as the school situation for, I can't even say next year, but when it does open up. And my take on that, they keep talking about in the fall. No. The deal is, this kind of goes back to what everybody was saying about the states opening up too soon. The flu virus is going to hit. So, and it's probably going to hit sooner. It's probably going to start in September because sometimes it's like October. It may be even August. just because this virus is out here. The flu is going to hit, and people are not going to know what the flu is and what the COVID is. So everybody's going to be back up in the hospital. That's the reason why they don't need to open nothing right now. They can't give accurate grading. Yeah, so what's the point? It's because parents was panicking about this, that, and the other. And like I said, bring a parent somewhere. If it was their parents, the parents, and they, it didn't dawn on them. But show some body that that is passing away, and that school mess will not matter. As long as you got your health, that's the only thing that matter. If you don't have your health, nothing else matter. We in survival mode. We ain't finna worry about no school. They done said that what they did was, um the first 3 quarters is that's where they're getting the grades from. So at this point, they're either getting a P or I. In California, they try to give everybody A's, and people opposed it and said that's not fair, which whatever. But nothing else. Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. They are grading. What we get is, which I think is kind of insane myself. Um, they have to do one assignment of not they only have one assignment a week. Is one assignment a week that is graded, and that's what we were getting. We had a Zoom this morning. And I was like, you know what? It's some of this stuff. I don't know, because some of this stuff is they turn it in, but it's not being turned in. And I was looking at a whole list of stuff for somebody, and that's what we were conversing about, because they were like, this student is missing all of this. And I said, you know what? That's baloney, because I have come home and had to stay up all day again and have to turn around and go back to work with no sleep, which is not good, to make sure they get their assignments done. That's not fair. Let's tell the district that. Okay. Um, yeah. So I said, no, that they are doing this. They are doing this because I'm sitting there watching them. It's not like they're doing it and I'm just coming back to check later on. It's not that type of party. This distant learning thing is so difficult. If they work it out, it'll be smooth, but it's so difficult because you can't just put them on a. It's not like putting them on a game or an app and saying go do this, and they can just do it, and you can do whatever the heck you want. You can't do that. They gotta click this and click that and check this board and check this assignment sheet and check over here and go over here and go over there. And I'm like, I'm forgetting stuff. And I said, you know what? Each time we log into this classroom or wherever, we see different stuff. And so we was working out some stuff this morning, and she was saying, some stuff. I said, we don't even see that. We're looking at this on our screen, but we don't see this. So yeah, it's frustrating. But yeah, like I said, that's all of the school stuff is that is pointless. It is pointless right about now. Not that I don't care, because y'all know school is education is like, priority around here. But this situation I'm dealing with, and I haven't really spoken to anybody, outside the family about, what I'm dealing with. But um yeah, I just man, if people knew, if they knew, because they always yeah, I'm just like, you never know what the next person is dealing with. That's why I don't judge people. I judge people that judge people, but I don't judge people, if that makes sense, because I never know what they dealing with. I just don't understand. I don't care if they on here showing something or then put something somewhere. I don't know the whole story, so I can't speak to it. But some people have other opinions. Um, but yeah, like I said, if once you sit there and watch people deal with this thing, and either live or don't, you have a whole different perception of it. I'm at the Target and people got their kids at the store. They at the Dollar Tree with their kids, and I'm like, mm-hmm, they're gonna be down there to Dell Children's in a couple days. What's wrong with my child? Why your kid? Why? I don't understand people. I really don't, y'all. I don't get it. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna stay hopeful that people do not act out. Just because this thing is being lifted tonight. Um, this order is being lifted, and they saying that if the ratio goes up any further, that they will have to retract. And it's like, you already know we have not even peaked yet. Um, yeah, you already know. Why even go through the whole thing? Because people are saying that they don't. Ain't nobody gonna let the kids go back to school. Like I said, I can't. I'm not gonna speak on it because it's not for me. I don't want to. Yeah, that's private conversations. I can't put that out there. But the plans that they have, mm, yeah. And then I seen something on the news. I can't speak about that because it's not this district or this couple districts decisions that they're working on. But what they say, they trying to work out plans to bring the kids back in phases. So the phase period for the state, the phase two is going to be the schools period. So this is phase one that's happening now. But they were saying that they're going to get the 12th graders out. Graduations are set for May 30th in this state. I don't know how that's going to work. But prom, I think they said for July or something. Or did they say Thanksgiving? I don't know, one of the two. But they said the deal about the schools, going to school every day, the kids are going to be phases. Yeah, yeah, that's what Abbott said. He's opening in phases. So phase one is just running the mill businesses because he already opened up the where you can order the stuff out of the stores and go pick it up. What do you call that? Shop, whatever. I don't know what that's it. That kind of thing. They already been doing that. But yeah, phase two is to open schools back up, which should be in some states schools are phase four. But the deal is out here, which we were saying in the first place, when he had to shut the stuff down, he had to think strategically how to do it because if you start shutting stuff down, people are not going to go to work. They couldn't close the schools. They didn't want to close the schools. But when they did close the schools, they had to close everything else because guess what? The people that work, their kids go to school. So they was like, they won't be coming to work. So now he's opening stuff back up. So that's why they trying to put them kids back in school. Okay. And I'm like, it's not fair. And I don't know many people that's desperate to go back to work like that. Like I said, everybody's going to be in a position. Everybody is feeling it in their household. It's going to be people that have to go back to work that probably don't work. They're not the breadwinner in the home, and they're going to have to go back to work. Kids are going to have to go to school. I hope people are thinking about that because, yeah, I mean, everybody should be thinking about that regardless. Because if your spouse go back to work and get infected, where does that leave you? Where does that leave you as far as income if you already don't have nothing? And Lord forbid, don't let that spouse perish. Anyway, they were saying like they would bring like I don't know maybe the lower grades, maybe one kinder through second grade or something. Maybe in the morning. I'm guessing because they got more energy in the morning. They need to take a nap. So they would bring them in the morning hours and then half the day. And then the other half of the day would be the upper grades because they're trying to work out the meal and the transportation. They say it's a big transportation because you need extra buses because you will have the middle school kids and they have to split them up as well and the high school students. So I don't know how that's going to work. So I guess the other half, and it's not going to be all week either. They're going to be still doing the distant learning. So from my understanding is we have been operating through distance learning and people have been working remotely. That's what they're trying to do from this point forward everywhere. People that don't really have to go to work, they're going to be working from home. Kids that don't have to go to school, they're trying to get the special needs students in school. That's it. But everybody else, they said this thing is going to be, and especially when this virus hits for the second time, they'll be more prepared. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I suppose. But yeah, they got some plans for open. School's gonna open up in August out here, and I'm just like, okay. But it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. They trying to do the meal programs and stuff like that. The people have been infected, so they had to cut out the meal programs. Where the people go pick up the breakfast and lunch, dinner from the schools. These laptops, which I said before, um, the people been infected, passing that stuff out. You don't want to, you know, I don't know. And then paper packets, no, no. You don't want to bring the paper packets in the house. You cannot disinfect paper. So it's still too much about this, but I'm still I don't know. I just am curious to see about people going back to work and what happens when this does not work. How people are going to react then. Um, is this really going to be a good thing? That's all I want to know. Cause if I don't know, if I was not at work, would I want to go back to work? No, no. I can honestly say that I would not be one of those people. Um, yeah, sorry if you don't agree. Because you're probably thinking about money. It's politics. Like I said, it's money. There's not enough money. I don't even be yeah. I don't even be worried when I get my check. I just don't even. I don't even be knowing. That's just how real. I don't have time these days to keep up. It's not about no money. Yeah, somebody was infected that was passing. Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's because that stuff is going through too many hands. They can't disinfect that stuff. And they talking about gyms. They have people, talking about they want to open the gym back up, and y'all, the movie theaters is the worst. And it's like y'all already know that they don't disinfect the movies as it is. The movies is just like the grossest. My brother, when he was a teenager, he used to work that was like his first, second job. He used to work at the movies at the Tinseltown. Mm-mm. They don't clean nothing. So that's like the worst place. But they got, two people in the same house can sit together, but everybody else, you got to sit in the next row 6 feet down and, all kind of stuff. And then the second thing is you eating in the movies. You not wearing no mask. You going to take the mask off to eat. You touching the chairs. Think about all the empty chairs people touching, putting their feet on. They're not going to wipe them down. They're going to target the ones that people sat in. But some food's gonna be at the movies come tomorrow, guarantee. So yeah, just plain foolishness. So that's we already like that's gonna boost the hospital traffic again. It's just it's sick. But yeah, they can do the online gym and fitness stuff and charge people the same thing, if they really want to do that. But these people talking about opening up gyms and stuff. Like y'all stupid as I don't know what, like 20 people or you can't what happens real they are going to run out of disinfectant and they're not going to tell anybody that they ran out of disinfectant. If they don't have the disinfectant and they can't get it, they're not going to tell nobody. That's because people do stuff like that. They can't they're not going into every business making sure every week that everybody got the proper disinfectant. That's what's pissing me off. Because it's like you need this stuff is being uh commandeered for hospitals and stuff like that. So where are you going to get this disinfectant to open these businesses up? It's not that much. Dude ain't trying to negotiate with China. He didn't gave up. He don't even want to get the chemicals for the test from China. So I don't get that. I really don't get that. So yeah, it's gonna be a big increase. But yeah, I just don't see people, morally people are not, they only gonna be honest as far as you can see them, for real. That's just real life. I just don't trust people like that. And the lady was talking about the salon. Well, we already disinfect our stuff real good and all that. Okay, so why you got the I was trying to say the CDC, the health inspectors coming in there marking y'all down if you disinfect your stuff good? And that's the same with restaurants. The truth is, you don't. They find problems every day. So what is this virus going to do to make it better? You're not going to disinfect any better. If that's affecting your livelihood or your business staying open, the virus is not going to make you do better in disinfecting your stuff. People just are so desperate, man. It's just like, chill, sit down, man. They closed the stuff. What they said in Denmark, they might barely start opening up the schools and stuff like that. Why people just cannot chill? They didn't do this in China. They weren't worried about that. They weren't spraying stuff. That's why they dealt with it. Okay, they in the second wave of it, but when they say stay home, people stayed at home. Or they gonna lock your behind up. That's what they should have done over here. Just stay home. Get in the house. The Chinese people running around with the thermometers and grabbing. Man, they should did that over here because people just don't think the stuff is real. They just don't. I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, like I said, that just bothers me that people say don't do something and you turn around and do it anyway, and it's people that risk their life every second that they are working for people that don't listen. It just, you know, yeah, that bothered me so much. It only takes one person to spread it. They think if they have a limited amount of people that'll help, they should have had the National Guard here. Yeah, they did what they. I mean, man, it was up to the dude. He. I mean, he asked for stuff. They came and helped, but he didn't keep asking like he was supposed to. And then if you guys did not see, um, they got it still posted. It was a thing during Twitter, but it's on YouTube. Uh, Cuomo responded to Trump. Okay, he roasted the heck out of that man, and it was just like, it was so real. I mean, it was funny, it was hilarious, but he was telling the truth. He was like, you didn't even read your own stuff. These were your predictions, your projections. Did you not read this? And then you gonna gave up. You don't want to help the states. You telling the states it's up to us to open up. He was like, we already knew that. That is called the 10th Amendment. You didn't give us that right. George Washington and Alexander Hamilton and all of them gave us that right. You didn't give us that right. He had to turn around the next day and retract what he said. But he was like, do you even know the Constitution? But he said, I'm going to tell you all, America, this man has given up. He has walked off. He said, testing. They're saying, good, the states don't negotiate with China. That's the White House job. He does not want to negotiate. Testing is too hard for him. He told them flat out, it's too hard. He has to get the chemicals for the tests that we need from China. And he don't want to do it. He quit. So I'm like, anybody that vote that dude in have lost their mind. I know Cuomo is not gonna run, but man, if he did, I'd be right there voting for him, man. He was gonna be the president. Cause that is a good dude, man. He's cool. He is so cool. He just, I mean, he don't, the politics, everything. He just take all of that out of it and just tell it straight like it is. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to go back and link it. But if you search for Cuomo response to Trump, you will see that. You probably see like I think it's probably like 10 minutes, but then if you keep looking, you'll probably see the whole little talk. That was about what 2 weeks ago or something that happened. Yeah. So yeah, he roasted him. He was like, I gave you these respirators, these ventilators, and you didn't even use them. Cuomo said we use 800. We use 800. Why would you say that we didn't use them? We not even not acknowledging that we did use them. But your projections was off. You projected we needed so many millions of beds, and we don't even have that capacity. And then to come in and say you had in the reserve, okay, it was a 2.3 million ICU capacity or hospital capacity. In the country it's only 900,000. Okay, so he where the extra beds was going to come from, I don't know. But Trump, I was going to say Bush, Trump response, he had in his reserve, he was ready. Okay, he was ready. Cuomo said you was ready, and he told you, man, y'all got to see that he told it with a straight face. I mean, he just told that man off. He was like, Mr. President or not, I'm finna tell you like it is. But he said you had in your reserve 10,000 ventilators when we in this state needed 30 and you had 10,000 for the whole country. Man, I just fell out. Yeah. I was like, man, you didn't lost your cool card. I mean, he ain't even cool, but I would just, yeah, I would have rather been impeached. Man, I had never, and I don't know. You couldn't even. I don't even know if his administration don't agree with him, especially after that mess the other day talking about inject yourself. Oh man, this whole like I said, politics. Open the schools up. He don't. Man, I have to stop. Sometimes I watch stuff and I don't, and mainly I just pay attention to Cuomo. Even though he don't, he can kind of speak for every other state besides their state. But I can't look to Trump and everybody else for stuff because he don't make no sense, and his people don't even. He be trying to pull people from next to him to come and vouch for him, and they don't even vouch for him. So I'm like, that's bad when your own people will not come and vouch for you. Um, yeah, we just gonna something drinkable, something we inject in our body, a light, a very strong light, and he looking like, oh yeah, okay, I like to see that happen. Yeah, you like to see it happen. Won't you go do it when you didn't gave up on the testing? Yeah. Anyway, I'm. hmm. Oh, my family think I'm crazy. I be watching stuff like that, but it's for real though, because I don't know. They'll come with some crazy stuff. Mom, did you hear that? I'm like, the mess is not real. My husband be saying something. Not to tell him, no, man. If you want to trust anybody, just watch Cuomo, because everybody else don't be having nothing logical to say. Um, yeah, they don't have nothing logical. But I just like I said, I don't know. It's just a whole hot mess. I just listened to him the other day. I'm finna get off here when he said that another thing about the states opening up. Okay, individual states. I know Georgia's opening up or have. Um, you're inviting the governors are inviting other people because he said the example he gave, Connecticut was open, and he said something like that to that effect when Trump said he gave up. He was like, what if I just left, I gave up, and I went to Connecticut to the marina because they marinas are open. He was like, I need to go fishing, it's just too much for me. But anyway, he said he got a call from the governor of Connecticut because they had water parks open, and then he was like, dude, you're gonna have to do something because I got all New York license plates at my water park. because people are moving. So I'm like, okay, so now the state's open, people gonna be coming from somewhere else. We're gonna be going to somewhere else and coming back here and bringing back and bringing it in. So it's like, why is this thing being lifted? Because they had said the 15th, and I'm like, what happened to the 15th? First it was the 9th of May, then it was the 15th, and I'm like, what happened to the 15th? And now it's the first. You done moved it up. So yeah. Oh, I said today. The thing don't come open till tomorrow. It's tomorrow night. It expire. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, he was like, all these New York license plate out here in Connecticut. We cannot have that. Call your people back home. And so that's what I'm concerned about. People moving around in places that they shouldn't be going just because they think they can do that. That's still not, what happened to everybody flatten the curve. Just stay at home. You should be still scared, if anything. But I don't, some people just don't get it. And like I said, it's not fair to people that have to go to work. My husband had told me he had to go up and he was up there with Cuomo the other week. In Syracuse, and I was just like, he said New York, and I just was like, what? No, no, because he said he was not going, he won't go to certain places, but he was just like New York, and I was like, no, you cannot go to New York. He had me flipping because he had to go to the meat plant, and I flipped out because I didn't. It was not the one that they were saying, but when he said it, he kept saying this place. He didn't tell me the plant at first. He told me the city and state because he told me to go tell the kids to find the place on the map. And then I saw the little thing, and I called. I said, "Did you go to this place?" They said they had shut the. We knew they shut one plant down, but I said all these people are being infected, and he was like, "No, it wasn't that one. It was this one." And I was like, "Oh, okay," because yeah, he'd be scaring me. So yeah, when something like that, when you have to put yourself at risk, other people don't really think about other people. They just, oh well, that's not my job, or they have that attitude, and I don't think like that. Um, you know, People that put themselves at risk, they need to be. We need special treatment. I'll just put it like that, special treatment. So I do appreciate. I'm not gonna say we getting fed every day, but businesses that are bringing food and things like that, and stuff like that, making sure everybody get fed and stuff, certain shifts, that is appreciated. But they need to do that. Truck drivers need to eat free. Grocery store workers need to eat free, and especially truck drivers, wherever they at. Y'all, it's so bad for them. Like I said, they come open up the state, the all of the states trucking limit hours, and they're running back and forth. We had 2 weeks ago a truck driver north, I think up towards I can't remember. It was up towards, I was finna say the wrong county. It was up towards Dallas. I'm gonna put it like that. He fell asleep. No, did he fall asleep? He fell asleep. He fell asleep. Toilet paper. Okay, toilet paper. He was hauling toilet paper. He said that he was trying to pull over at the truck stops, and he could not because they were all full. And he kept going. Okay. Now, obviously, he was running by himself, or he would have had his partner drive, but he was running by himself. So, long story short, I don't know if he just nodded because they didn't really tell a full story, but the truck crash caught on fire. They found the man in the median. Okay. He was okay by the grace of God. But it's real. It is so real when they have to drive and drive and drive, and I have to check constantly. You okay? Now my husband trained, so he's not by himself. But he's like, there's nowhere to stop. There's nowhere to stop. I said, you know what? And it's bad because I'm like, okay, this man was probably trying to get to Walmart. Y'all, it's bad. Walmart do not want truck drivers to park on their property, which is insane because they got homeless people that live there in their RVs and stuff. But they won't let them there. And I'm like, see, them people up at the Walmart waiting for the toilet tissue. If they had let the man park at the Walmart, they would have had their toilet tissue. It's bad how they being treated. That's why I said they need to be fed. Anywhere they stop, they should be able to walk up and say, "This is where I work. This is what I do." Order their food and keep it moving. They shouldn't have to pay for food because they are risking their life, literally, trying to get stuff places. So, and that's on the daily. See, people don't know stuff like that. They would think, that's like the lowest of the low on jobs when actually, no, you get paid buku. You really don't have to do that much. And when all this is over, guess where I'm going? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that later on, though. Talk about that later on. I got to leave my field, leave my career field. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Homeless people be living out there. Yeah, they do. They let them stay in their cars and their RVs and stuff like that. They got to be far out. They're supposed to keep it clean. But I mean, it's ridiculous. They had my husband. You got to come move your truck and all kind of stuff, and it was just like there's no sign. The lady just, and I was just like, man, where's the sign? There was no sign at this particular one, and he wasn't staying there wherever. It was just at the point there was no when he pulled in there was no parking, but his student was on the truck, so it was like they not really parked. They parked, but it's somebody in the truck. So he, go over there and move it whenever. But yeah, people are just rude. But yeah, you make that money. So and over here we all about the family hustle. I don't want to be in no family meetings, although I'm gonna have to be the executor because when you have business or even in a household, one person is good at making plans and the other person is good at executing. My husband have all the plans, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. I say I want to talk bad. That's not even bad. I'm, bigging him up right now. That's why he said, if whatever you're gonna do, whatever decision you make on your, if you're gonna go quarantine, go over there and quarantine, y'all. And what I didn't say about that is I have to house myself. So that's another thing. I have to house myself. If I take those shifts, I can't come back home. I have to house myself. So that's why I said it's not about the money. Some of y'all just don't know. You look at me like whatever. Don't judge. But yeah. The business part of stuff, I handle the business part. I execute stuff around here. So we trying to get everybody in on the business because the business is becoming a legacy. So that's the plan. We got a little kinks in the road. Excuse me. But it's happening. And yeah. I'm not gonna say setbacks and more stuff I want to talk about, but I don't want to talk about it just yet because again, I'm finna get off of here, and I just don't like people to start assuming ish when they don't know ish in the first place. Because I could be telling y'all about the house situation because you guys know what was happening when we told you guys about where I shared about building this other house. But see, somebody gonna come out, they showing off, they doing this and that. I don't have time for that sugar honey iced tea right now. So I'm gonna leave that till later on, and you probably just gonna see when you see. Um, yeah, it's a whole hot mess though. Anyway, my stepdad was a truck driver. They make money. Yeah, they do. Yeah, indeed, indeed. Especially if you own your own business, because all the money you keep. So, like I say, one person had the plans and one person got to execute them. I'm just a little don't want to do. I have to do the stuff my way. I just put it like that. I put it like that. I got to do it my way. He might tell me something, but I gotta do it my way because my plans always work better. He have good ideas some of the time. But y'all, I gotta I'm gonna try to when I get off of here. I gotta do some stuff. I gotta help the kids do some stuff. I'm gonna try to upload some stuff. I know y'all saw some craziness the other day or whatever. Hey, I just left that mess up there. It is what it is. And I don't know. I don't even know. I haven't read if any comments are on that stuff, but don't take it too serious. But yeah, I had to let you guys know what happened. Um something happened to somebody's phone. We gonna put it like that. Something happened to somebody's phone. And it was very funny because he said we got three different stories on what happened to this phone. He told me two the first day it happened. Two different stories, and I know my husband. I know when he telling the truth. But anyway, um the next day he then told the other girls different stories. So yeah, and that I say all that just to say that's just to give you guys a little tidbit on stuff. Some of y'all take stuff that I talk about or speak, some of the things that we say, some of the things we share, you take it too far. A lot of it is jokes because we have fun around here. We not all serious. Okay, yes, I came on here serious like I'm finna risk my life. I already been risking my life, but and I ain't even say how you pray for me. I ain't even ask for all that. I appreciate it, but I ain't. Oh, y'all pray for me. I gotta go do. That's my business. I'm not asking for sympathy. That's not why I said it, because I honestly don't know if I'm gonna come back on here. So at least you guys will know what happened. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna share that little bit so you guys can kind of see, stuff we deal with. My husband he's a whole mess, y'all. A whole mess. Um. So much stuff with these kids happening. Thanks for coming on. Please make some more hair videos. I am going to, I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna do a little short thing on the kids, on the girls. Actually, I have something specific I have done. I'm gonna put it on Instagram because it's for TPH hair. And maybe she'll see it. I'm not trying to get no, I don't know. I just want her to see. Thank the Lord for Miss Taraji. She have transformed brown people or whatever people. She have transformed hair. I should, I said that before. I didn't want to say brown people, black people hair. She have transformed. She revolutionized hair. Period. Just period. That stuff worked like gold on everybody. So I just want to say thank you because their hair is looking tight, and I'm like, I got myself together over here the other day, week or something. I don't know. Um, I was trying to leave it down, and I can't show you guys the pictures because it's in my phone and I'm on my phone, but I had pressed my hair out, okay? And I was barely, I don't know, I couldn't even stand up good. It was so straight, and I barely had time to grab the camera. Y'all, by the time I took them pictures, my hair was like out to here. So, yeah. It was like I can't even flex on it. I would love to keep my hair down, but I can't because it just get big. It's not a fro, it just get big. It's the humidity. But it's so even, it's so healthy. It's like about it's in the middle of my back. I can't even reach. But it was whatever I had cut off before I redid it, it grew back. So I didn't cut it again before I did my hair. I just left it. What are you doing? But yeah, I had to get somebody to come help me, and it wasn't even straight by the time I got somebody to come help me try to take a picture of the back. So I don't know, it had came up a couple inches or whatever. But yeah, hair issues. But yeah, I'm gonna do the girl stuff and some meal videos. Yeah, I'm a slacking. I told you guys the other week I wasn't cooking nothing. Y'all, I don't know. I said that, and guess what? I didn't film anything, but the spirits, my mom and them, my grandma and them must have heard me and kicked up on my butt because they was like, girl, go feed them kids. And I felt bad because I said they was eating whatever. I had went in there. I made some greens. I made some hot water cornbread. I made some smoked turkey in them greens because you got to do that. I made some cube steak and gravy. some rice. What did I do the next day? Oh man, just all kind of stuff. I mean, just all out kind of meals. So, yeah, I've been cooking, y'all. I really been cooking. I don't know what I'm cooked today. I say that every day, but something said go feed them kids, and I just was in there like one of them, just cooking up a storm, like I done lost my mind or something. So, for y'all that think I just be on here and not be doing nothing, I am cooking for my kids. Anyway, anyway, and I don't eat any of it. I don't eat it. But yeah, I'm in cooking for them. I'm going to I'm saying this. I got a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go take this chicken out. I'm gonna make some enchiladas tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna bake a cake. And I've been trying to get some cake flour. I can't find a cake flour, but I got this little pink box cake this child wants, so I'm gonna do that for her. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna make these enchiladas tomorrow because I got this whole chicken, and y'all know we don't eat chicken, but I kept thinking, what can I do with that chicken? Because we'll eat a little bit, and it'll end up. If I put it in the freezer thinking we gonna eat it, we really don't. It end up in the trash. So, but if I make enchiladas, they'll eat it. So, I'm gonna pull this chicken out, and I'm gonna make some enchiladas with that, and those will be gone, no doubt. But other than that, I don't eat that. I don't eat at all. And these other kids, whatever they don't want to eat, they buy. But yeah, the things that people think, yes, and ashe on that. Don't say amen. I say ashe. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do the hair. I'm gonna do the cooking and all this kind of stuff. Y'all just gotta bear with me. Like I said, let me get through this work deal, and I'm gonna get through it. I'm vigilant. Y'all, I told you guys a long time ago. I'm gonna show you this last thing. Ooh, I need some water. My throat getting dry. I'm not finna say I'm an expert or anything like that. And everybody, silver. Okay, I showed you guys silver a long time ago. We buy these. This particular one comes in a 2-pack. This is like $30. That is for your immune system. Okay. The first thing my husband said, make sure you got your silver if you finna go do this. Make sure you got all your vitamins. Don't forget anything if you're gonna do this. Um, they even put the baker, the Jim Baker people off the TV and all of that for trying to push silver. I'm gonna tell you something. This stuff will cure syphilis. Okay, it cures anything. Okay, just like they wouldn't give out the anti malaria drug for this virus because they said it hasn't been tested. They knew that stuff worked. Okay, they had reserved it. They knew it worked. They're not going to tell you that silver has not been tested. Nothing has been tested on this virus, but it worked on the other viruses, on the SARS and all of that. See, but they're not going to tell you this work on the COVID. I haven't been sick. I have to make sure 3-4 times a day I'm taking up my silver. Okay, again, don't let me persuade you for anything. But this was used like this was invented, and you can make silver. This you can make it, but it was invented a long time ago, and it let me see. It's called Silver Dot Bioactive Silver Hydrosol. Just go check Amazon. Whew. Like I said, this comes in a 2-pack, money back guarantee and all of that. It don't taste like nothing. It tastes like water. But we got to I don't know, this stuff come every other week or something around here. But I honestly believe that um yeah, because I take my silver, I don't get sick. Me going through the allergy, you see my coughing and gone and all that. That's just allergies because we got high cedar and stuff out here this year. They said they sprayed some stuff and that messed me up for a good 2 months, but it's gone. Anyway, yeah. Let's say, I don't know. So does it set? I'm not gonna get into it. You can look up stuff on how to make the stuff, but I mean it's worth it. Colloidal silver. But yeah, this was used to cure syphilis and all kind of stuff. But again, they're not gonna tell you, and they don't want people to run in to buy the stuff. I got a cure. This is not a cure. I'm not saying that this is a cure. This is an immune booster. So, be that as it may, I heard people taking teas and all kind of stuff. I don't know. We just take our silver that way we can stay well. Of course, we're not gonna be completely well. Whatever. We didn't have the flu when I was had the kids sick in December. We had colds, but we didn't have the flu, and we don't always get colds either. So, yeah, everybody else had the flu. We didn't have the flu, and I just kind of attribute it to the silver. So, I don't know. It's up to you. All I gotta say is everybody have some compromised systems, and everybody complain about the food missing in the store. You know what? The food that's not is not missing. The vegetables and fruits is still in the store. That's what you need to be eating. All the other stuff, yeah, it's not there because you don't need it. If you want to live, you want to not contract this virus, you need to be eating your fruits and vegetables all day. So, yeah, because this thing does not have a name. I done seen all kind of people, you know, kids, whatever, succumb or come down with it, and yeah. Anyway, y'all be blessed, and hopefully I'll be back to update one day. Peace out.